What if you never had to risk rejection again? What if you could create psychological conditions where she initiates the flirting, pursues you, and makes the first move? There are 7 psychology tricks that flip the script entirely, making her the one chasing while you stay in complete control. This isn't manipulation, it's strategic attraction. Let's break it down. Welcome back to Behind the Mind, where we explore the psychology of attraction and influence. Today, we're diving into something powerful: how to make her flirt first. Here's the truth most men don't understand. Women want to pursue. They want to feel that attraction tension. But most men kill that possibility by doing all the chasing, being too available, and eliminating any mystery. The men who understand female psychology create conditions where women naturally initiate, where she texts first, she compliments first, and she escalates first. This isn't about playing games or being manipulative. It's about understanding the psychological triggers that activate feminine pursuit energy. And once you master these 7 tricks, you'll never chase again. She will. Let's reveal how. Trick number 1, strategic disinterest. This is the foundation of making her flirt first, and it's rooted in deep psychology. Here's what happens. When you show moderate interest but then pull back, you create psychological tension. Her brain notices the withdrawal and instinctively moves to close that gap. The psychology? Humans pursue what retreats from them. This is called the push-pull dynamic. You show interest, push, then you become slightly distant, pull. That pull creates a vacuum she feels compelled to fill. Most men do the opposite. They show interest, then desperate interest. This removes all tension. There's nothing for her to chase. The application? After a good interaction, don't immediately follow up. Let the conversation end naturally, then go silent for a while. Don't like every social media post. Don't always respond immediately. When you do this, her brain starts asking, why did he pull back? Did I do something wrong? Is he talking to other girls? This uncertainty triggers her pursuit mechanism. The key is calibration. Too much interest kills attraction. Too much disinterest reads as rejection. Strategic disinterest, showing you're interested but not invested, creates the perfect tension where she has to work to keep your attention. When she feels your attention slipping away, she'll start flirting first to pull it back. That's the psychology hack. Trick 2. Leverage pre-selection and social proof. Women flirt first with men other women want. This is evolutionary psychology. Here's the mechanism. When she sees that other women find you attractive, value you, or compete for your attention, her attraction multiplies. It's called mate choice copying. In ancestral environments, women couldn't assess every man individually, so they used shortcuts. If other women validate a man, he must be valuable. This shortcut still operates today. The application? Be seen with other women. Have genuine female friends. Share photos with mixed gender groups. Tell stories that naturally mention other women in your life, not to brag, but as normal social proof. When she sees other women laughing at your jokes, enjoying your company, or showing interest, her competitive psychology activates. She doesn't want to be left out. This triggers her to flirt first because she's unconsciously competing for validation that other women are already giving you. Pre-selection makes her flirt first because it taps into competitive female psychology. Trick 3. Give her one specific, unexpected compliment, then withdraw attention. This creates a psychological hook that makes her pursue validation. Here's why this works. Generic compliments like "you're beautiful" are forgettable. Every guy says them. They don't trigger pursuit because they're empty calories. Nice, but meaningless. A specific observational compliment hits differently. Like, "I like how you get passionate when you talk about your work. Most people just go through the motions." This shows you're actually paying attention to who she is, not just what she looks like. The psychology? Specific compliments create a validation hit she's not used to. You've seen something about her that others miss. This makes her value your attention specifically. But here's the key. Give the compliment, then redirect your attention away. Don't linger waiting for her reaction. Don't follow up with more compliments. Give it, then move on. This creates cognitive dissonance. She just received meaningful validation from you, but now you're not pursuing that validation further. Her brain asks, wait, why isn't he following up? Why isn't he interested in me more? That confusion triggers her to pursue. She'll start trying to get more of that specific validation from you. She'll flirt, create reasons to talk to you, fish for more compliments, because you've shown you can see her deeply, but you're not desperately seeking her approval. The withdrawal after the compliment is what makes her chase. It's the pull after the push. Trick 4. Demonstrate genuine outcome independence. This is the most powerful psychological trigger for making her flirt first. Outcome independence means you're genuinely unattached to whether she likes you, responds to you, or pursues you. You're interested, but your happiness doesn't depend on her validation. The psychology? Women are biologically wired to assess male status and value. One of the strongest indicators of high value is a man who doesn't need her validation. When you're outcome independent, you communicate non-verbally, like, you're cool, but I'm fine either way. This is magnetic because it's rare. Most men's entire energy screams neediness, like, please like me, please respond, please validate me. This desperation repels feminine energy. Outcome independence triggers her pursuit mechanism because it signals you have options, abundance, and self-sufficiency. These are all high-value traits that feminine psychology is attracted to. The application? Don't change your plans for her. Don't overtext. Don't act disappointed if she's busy. Maintain your life, your purpose, your social circle, regardless of her involvement. When she sees that you're genuinely unfazed by her availability, that you're living your life fully with or without her, it triggers competitive psychology. She wants to be part of your world because you're not desperate for her to be. This makes her initiate. She'll text first, suggest plans, compliment you, escalate physically, because she's trying to secure the attention of a man who clearly doesn't need her. Outcome independence isn't fake aloofness, it's genuine self-sufficiency, and women can feel the difference. Trick 5. Create shared secrets, inside jokes, or unique connection points early that build psychological investment that makes her pursue continued interaction. Here's the psychology. Humans are driven to complete loops and maintain special connections. When you create something unique between you two, an inside joke, a shared observation, a private reference, her brain categorizes you as special. This is called relationship equity. The more unique shared experiences you create, the more invested she becomes in maintaining that connection. The application? During early interactions, notice something unique and make it your thing. Maybe you both hate the same popular movie. Maybe you have a funny observation about your surroundings. Turn it into something only you two understand. Use callback humor. Reference that shared moment in future interactions. This creates continuity and intimacy. The psychology trick, these shared references give her reasons to reach out to you first. She'll see something that reminds her of your inside joke and text you about it. She'll reference the shared secret as an excuse to initiate conversation. You've created psychological hooks, conversation starters built into her memory that are connected specifically to you. Most men wait for women to provide reasons to text. Smart men create those reasons during the first interaction. When she has a stockpile of inside references connected to you, she has endless ammunition to initiate flirting without it feeling forced or desperate on her end. The shared secret makes her feel like you two have something special that doesn't exist with anyone else. That uniqueness drives her to nurture and pursue it.
Trick 6. Be strategically unavailable. Not rude, not cold, just genuinely busy with a life that matters. The psychology? Scarcity creates value. When your time and attention are abundant, they lose perceived worth. When they're scarce, they become precious. Women are attracted to men who are going somewhere, building something, pursuing a mission. Men who have time for everything appear directionless. Men who are selective with their time appear valuable. The application? Don't always be available for last-minute plans. Have commitments, hobbies, work that sometimes takes priority. When she suggests hanging out, sometimes you genuinely can't because you have other obligations. This isn't playing hard to get. It's actually being someone worth getting. When she realizes your time is limited and valuable, she starts competing for it. She'll initiate earlier to secure your availability. She'll be more flexible with her schedule. She'll put effort into planning. The dark truth, men who are always available appear to have nothing better to do. Women don't want to be the most interesting thing in your life. They want to be part of an already interesting life. Strategic unavailability makes her flirt first because she has to work to fit into your schedule. This effort investment creates attraction. But here's the calibration. Unavailability works when it's real. If you're faking busy while having nothing going on, she'll sense it. Build an actually fulfilling life, career, hobbies, friendships, purpose, and the unavailability becomes naturally attractive instead of artificially created. Real scarcity is magnetic. Fake scarcity is transparent. In trick 7, mirror her communication style initially, then gradually lead. This creates comfort, followed by intrigue. Here's the psychology. Humans are attracted to similarity, mirroring creates rapport, but they pursue difference. Leading creates challenge. So when you first interact, match her energy. If she's texting with short responses, you do too. If she's playful, match that. This creates unconscious rapport. She feels, he gets me. But once rapport is established, gradually shift. Start responding slightly slower. Use slightly shorter texts. Pull back just a bit. This creates pattern disruption. Her brain notices the change. Wait, he was matching my energy. Why did he shift? That disruption triggers pursuit. She'll start increasing her investment to reestablish the connection. She'll text more, be more engaging, initiate more, trying to bring you back to that previous rapport level. The psychology? You've created a baseline of connection, then introduced uncertainty. That uncertainty is the gap she feels compelled to close. This makes her flirt first because she's trying to restore the rapport you established, then withdrew slightly from. The key is subtlety. This isn't going from engaged to ghosting. It's going from matching her energy to being slightly less available, slightly less responsive, just enough for her to notice and compensate. When she starts compensating by increasing effort, investment, and initiation, you've successfully made her the pursuer. Mirror to build comfort, lead to create tension. Tension drives her to pursue. Here's how these 7 tricks work together to make her flirt first. Phase 1, show initial interest but with outcome independence. Use strategic disinterest so she notices you but doesn't have your full attention yet. Phase 2, leverage pre-selection and social proof. Let her see that other women value you. This activates her competitive psychology. Phase 3, give one specific compliment that shows depth, then redirect attention. This creates a validation hook she'll chase. Phase 4, build shared secrets and inside jokes. Give her psychological hooks to initiate conversation naturally. Phase 5, be strategically unavailable. Have a life that matters, so your time becomes valuable. Phase 6, mirror her initially to build rapport, then lead by pulling back slightly. This creates pursuit. Phase 7, maintain genuine outcome independence throughout. Your fulfillment comes from your life, not her validation. When you execute this framework, she becomes the pursuer. She texts first. She initiates flirting. She escalates physically. She suggests plans. And you're in the position of choosing whether to reciprocate, the position of power in attraction dynamics. Now, here's the ethical reality check. These tricks work because they tap into real attraction psychology, but they should be used to create genuine connection, not to manipulate or harm people. If you use these strategies to string someone along, play games, or hurt people, you're not smart. You're just an asshole. The purpose is to create conditions where attraction can develop naturally with you in a position of strength, not desperation. Real attraction requires 2 people who are both invested and interested. These tricks help establish that dynamic where she's investing too, not just you doing all the chasing. Use these ethically, with women you're genuinely interested in, to build real connections from a position of confidence rather than neediness. Understanding psychology doesn't make you a manipulator. Using it to harm people does. Know the difference. So there you have it, 7 psychology tricks that make her flirt first, from strategic disinterest to outcome independence to creating shared secrets. These principles flip the script, so you're being pursued instead of doing all the chasing. Which trick are you going to implement first? Drop 1 to 7 in the comments. And if this gave you new perspective on attraction dynamics, hit that like button and subscribe to Behind the Mind for more content on psychology, attraction, influence, and strategic social dynamics. Stay strategic, stay confident, and remember, attraction isn't about tricks. It's about understanding psychology and positioning yourself as genuinely valuable. Be the kind of man worth pursuing, and she'll do the pursuing.